Kelly thanked the woman as she accepted the key and papers, then looked down to see the number of her room was 322. The 18-year-old girl swept the blonde hair out of her eyes as she raised her gaze again. "Which way do I go to get there?" she asked. The woman pushed her upper body through the small hatch and pointed to the left. "If you walk down that way, you will find an elevator. Take it to the 3rd floor and follow the signs. The stairs are beside the elevator also if you prefer a little exercise." Kelly grinned as she looked down at her heavy rucksack. "I might take the elevator this time," she replied. She hefted the rucksack on her shoulder and wondered again if she'd packed everything she needed for college. The nerves of her first day stayed with her as she walked along and found the elevator. The doors opened almost immediately, and she moved inside. When the doors opened again at the 3rd floor, she saw the sign on the wall opposite straight away. The arrow on it showed that rooms 300 to 325 were to the left, and she turned in that direction. The numbers on the doors as she passed became progressively higher, and she stopped when she got to her assigned room. Dropping her rucksack to the floor, she reached out to the door, only to realize it was already unlocked. She pushed it open to be greeted by a sight she didn't expect. The girl was leaning forward as she pulled her skirt to the floor, and Kelly couldn't help but be impressed by the long, slim legs. Her eyes opened wide as they fixed on the way the little blue panties stretched over the cute rounded cheeks, and she couldn't help staring. She wondered if she should back out, close the door, and knock. By the time she decided it was a good idea, it was too late, as the girl looked around and caught sight of her. "Hey," she complained. "What the hell are you doing in my room?" "Shit, I'm sorry," Kelly answered, "but it's, my room too." She raised her hand to show the number 322 on the key fob. "Oh," the girl said, "you're my new roommate." Kelly nodded and remained rooted to the spot at the door. "Well, it might be a good idea to come in then," the girl went on. Kelly's eyes dropped to the blue panties and slim legs again. She could have happily stood staring at the pretty sight for the rest of the day, but spurred herself to action. Dragging her rucksack inside, she closed the door and introduced herself. The girl smiled. "Nice to meet you. I'm Laura." She moved across to shake hands and then helped with the rucksack. Kelly let out a sigh of relief as they dumped the heavy bag on a bed. "Thanks," she said. "No problem," Laura replied. "I'll need to love you and leave you, unfortunately. I was just on my way out." Kelly sat on the bed and couldn't help watching as the pretty girl moved back across the room. She didn't seem particularly concerned about being seen walking around in a little pair of panties, and when she moved to a wardrobe, she went further by taking her top off. It left her in just her underwear.